when we say sustainability it means that we want to ensure that we put $10, we take $20, we pick $20, we pick $30, and we are sustaining. We always be able to succeed, right? That's sustainability. Scalability means we want to make $10 today, we want to make $100 tomorrow, we want to make $1,000 tomorrow, we want to scale it up, correct? Everybody should do what they love to do, whatever it is, and make a lot of money and build a big house, buy a big car, have a lot of money in their bank account, correct? That is called scalability, right? And there's nothing wrong in wanting to do that, correct? Why is it not scalable? In Tamil cinema, or even cinema itself, I don't know about other cinemas, but I'm very clear about Tamil cinema, it's not scalable. It is not a place whereby you can put $1 and make it into 100, 100 make it into 1,000. No, it's not a place where you can do that. Because there is a flaw in the business model, and when we say business model means, what we mean is that we are going to sell tables. How much is one table to make? $1. 10 tables, $10. Do we have $10? We have $10. Okay, let's go and make the tables. Great. Now let's go and sell the tables. So we have to sell the tables for $2. So $10 investment, $20 come back, $10 profit. This is sustainability, scalability. So now let's make 20 tables, let's make 100 tables, correct? Very simple, correct? You can't do that in a film. You can't make 100 films. You can't make 100 films. Films don't work like that. And films, how you scale a film is that you have to make one good film, release it, and then there's a box office sensation. A lot of people are buying your tickets, and that's how you scale. But because the business model, the variables, there are too many factors inside there, when you come to that point, it'll hit you back. It'll hit you back. So moving forward, how failing as an individual impacted the decisions I have made. How did the decisions you make fail you? That is the usual. But the opposite to it is how failing as an individual impacted the decisions you make. What do I mean by that is that when I started the film, trying to make a film and entrepreneurship, film is a very tough business among all businesses. And film and entrepreneurship coming in together, raising the money, putting it all, because pretty much I was trying to raise the money and all, I was trying to make the film together, the load was very high. When the load gets extremely high, in the beginning I was honest, I was transparent, my integrity is at the highest form, and I believe, I'm hopeful, I'm driven, all of these factors are going inside. My character is at the best, right? Best form of character. But when you are an entrepreneur, when you're going through so much of challenges after challenges after challenges after challenges after challenges, at some point in time you will break and you will get angry. And when you get angry, you will decide. You will decide. You will make decisions at that point of time. And I remember there was one particular, this very important phase whereby when Mr. Shahir walked out of the project, I got very angry. And then I told myself that at any cost, I'm going to do this film. At any cost. When you say that, what you are doing to yourself is that you are actually saying that you will lie, you will cheat, you will not be transparent, you will be egoistic, you will not listen to facts, you will not be patient, you will not be coachable, you will not be teachable. When you say any cost, because your ambition is more important than the values which govern your ambition. That was one very interesting, that was a very important point in my 6 years, because I said at any cost. And when I said at any cost, there were times whereby I was dishonest, I was not transparent, my integrity went lower level. When I negotiated with partners, I didn't give the best of ethics. I was very egoistic. People were telling me the truth, I didn't want to listen. I can't get into the details, but as I go on, I will tell you more. but I wasn't the best of character. I failed. When I fail as a character, the decisions I make also fail. For an example, what I mean by that is that if you are intellectually driven or you are egoistically driven, say you are intellectually driven, someone is coming and telling you, Abbas, we cannot release the film right now. We cannot release the film right now because you do not have enough screens, so do not do that right now. Someone is telling you that. But if you're intellectually driven, you will ask them the question, what do you mean by we don't have enough screens? What do you mean by we don't have enough screens? And how many screens do we need? And when is the right time to release? You will be able to see all of this. But if, let's say, you are egoistically driven, your distributor is telling you that we cannot release the film right now. The next thing you want to go is that, why is he not releasing the film? Why? Because our film is smaller? Why? Because they're dealing big films, our film is not important? You can't see the sense in experts' advice also. This is just one example. And then there's 1,000 examples to this. So I'll not go, as I go by, there's a lot more videos I'm going to make. I'm going to give you a lot more examples. So just keep this in mind, that's all. So as I move forward, the amount of money spent for C2S promotion, $300,000. $300,000. Okay. Why most of the marketing you see is not true? In Tamil cinema, there are a lot of online publicity which is done. So we easily spend about like $40,000-$50,000, about $40,000-$50,000 just for online publicity, for Facebook, for Instagram, this and that. Or we got influencers and so on and so forth. Then we got, the movie critics, we got to pay them money. Then there's like jump cuts, there is like so many YouTube channels, so on and so forth, that we pay money to do promotions for. Most of the promotions you see, a lot of it, the movie release, before the movie even becomes a hit or whatsoever, the money would be spent to say that the movie is a big hit. The money would be spent to say the movie is a big hit, and a lot of the promotions, super duper hit and a massive hit, a lot of the promotions are not truthful. They're just marketing lies, that's about it. Trying to influence people's thoughts and opinions to think that this movie is a good movie, but in the current era right now of social media, all that is not going to work as well, because I speak out of experience. So a lot of the marketing you see is not true. You see on social media, you see on movies, you see on theaters, people speaking this and that, everything, all of that. No, it's not true. Okay, so now moving forward, why failing is good? You see, I remember before my film even released, right, I actually prayed, and then I prayed that if this film is good, please give it, if this film succeeding is good, please give it to me. If it's not good for me, please let it fail. And the movie did not succeed, it failed. That's the best thing that could have happened. Seriously, I'm not lying to you. Everybody says that failure is good, failure is good, failure is good, but nobody speaks about it. When they fail, they don't want to talk about it. Why? If it's good, why aren't you not talking about it? Because there's a culture. There's a culture of hypocrisy. Failure is good, but don't talk about it. Shh. Failure is good, but don't tell people where you fail. Shh. No. What happens is that when youngsters, when they hear that failure is good from adults, and then when they fail, when they want to talk about it, the reality shuts their mouth and tells them, no, you don't talk about it, they are confused. People are saying failure is good. So that means that failure is good for you. You learn in silence and seclusion, but you cannot tell others and show that you succeeded. That's hypocrisy. If I did not fail, this is what I would have happened to me. I would have not made this video. I would not have given you all the information. I would have been a very egoistic guy. If I did not fail, I would have continued walking the wrong way. There are many things I did wrong. I'm rotten in my head, very easily getting angry, not being honest, my principles not strong, my values not clear. Like, I'll be okay to, like, if somebody were to come and tell me that, we are willing to invest in you and we will put in money inside, but you know what, I'll be okay to tell them that, you know what, okay, I'll take the money, but I would not really spend exactly for the film in a proper way. My conduct wouldn't be the best. All this, I would have become a rot myself. I'm very sure about that. What happened is that you crash and burn, you fail, it kicks you back, you reflect and think where you went wrong, and then you realize that where you truly went wrong is that your principles, your values, your beliefs, your notions, everything were wrong. That's why your opinions, everything were wrong, and then that's why you were led towards the wrong direction. It teaches you where you went wrong very clearly, and it shows you the right direction. I'm giving you education, I'm giving you knowledge, I'm giving you information which nobody wants to talk about. It's only because I failed, right? And I became more confident with my own self. So failure is good. And why failing is good? Because imagine right now, the next 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, if I would just continue to be a rot like that. Today I've got no fear, I got full confidence, I believe in my values and principles and all of that. If I wouldn't have come back to this man if I did not fail. And now, you should not be shy of your failures. Speak about them. I'm telling you right now, I became bankrupt, $2.7 million debt that I have right now. 2.7 million. That's how much debt I have. I've had people hounding me, I've had people shouting at me, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of the debt. I tell you why. Because I'm back to my principles. I'm not scared. Then I was scared. Now I'm not scared. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm also telling you that with my $2.7 million debt, $2.7 million debt, with the vision I've casted, I'm going to make it $270 million revenue. And that it comes from principles, beliefs, confidence. So do not be shy of your failures. You fail, speak about it. Speak openly about it. Speak openly. The more you throw it out, the more confident you'll become. After you see this video, a lot of people are going to comment, a lot of people are going to walk up to me and they're going to talk to me. And they're going to see me very strong. If I have the guts and the courage and the confidence to tell you how much I failed, if I have all of that at my lowest point, if I have all of that, that means it simply means that I am sincere and I truly want to succeed. That is what it means. How do I take my lessons and reinvest them into my next venture? Okay, so right now I lost a lot of money, $2.7 million debt. I have got my stakeholders, my investors, I got MM2, I got Vrobel, I got banks, all the banks you can think of, and then some partners, so on and so forth. So all their monies which I must return them back. By doing this video, they know that I am serious about returning back their money, and they know that I'm serious about making 270 million, 2.7 billion. They know that I'm dedicated and I'm focused and I'm committed and I'm going to do it. Now, how I take my lessons and reinvest them into my next venture. Okay, when you fail, be very clear. Be clear about where you fail and where you got it right. Where I got it right, my film. Where I got it right, my film. My film, I got it right. My film is for youngsters to have a lot of fun. It's a stupid film. I don't know if you, the closest example I can give is Kadanayagan. Pandirajan sir acted Kadanayagan, and they will go to Cochin and they will look for a job. In Malayalam also the film was made. It's a very hallmark film, very interesting, unique film, Kadanayagan. Kadanayagan is a stupid film. It's actually stupidity. That's what the film is about. It's a very fun, entertaining film. Chennai to Singapore is supposed to be a stupid film. That's what it is. It doesn't have the intelligence which you are expecting. That's what it targets for. So I'm very good at content creation. Where I went wrong is marketing and distribution. These two areas, I was new to it because I bought into that idea that content is king. There was one in one of the tweets, SR Prabhu, Dream Warrior Pictures. He said that content is king, nothing else matters. Not true. Not true. Edmund Cartel, I can't remember, Edmund Carl, Pixar Studio president, he says that that's not true. So content is not king. Every single filmmaker learn this. Content is not king. Content, very important. Marketing, very important. Distribution, very important. All three important. Not content alone. You need to find the right guidance. You need to surround yourself with the right people. Not people who will boost your ego. Not people who will mislead you. Not people who will just say what you want to say. You must be surrounded by the right people who can give you the right values and try to tell you, like for an example, today I am surrounded by really people with right values. People who tell me what is the right thing, how to do the right thing, and how to avoid mistakes. So surround yourself with people with the right values and keep yourself aligned. That's extremely important. When I was working in Chennai, I didn't have the right people around me. I can be very honest with you. I didn't have it at that point in time.